Next, we have subqueries. Query which is a part of another query is called a subquery. When you include one query as part of another query, then it is called a subquery. In processing first query, subquery will be processed when we are basically processing the query. When we write a query, then first subquery will be processed, and the result of that subquery will be used to process the main query. So in main query, we are going to write another query that is going to be called as subquery. First subquery will be processed and the result will be used to process the main query. First subquery will be evaluated and results returned by subquery will be used with main query. Subquery returns 0 or more results depending on the condition provided in subquery. When subquery returns exactly one record, then we use equality operator to assign the result of subquery to main query. When subquery returns more than one record, then we use in operator to assign the result of subquery to main query. Let's see. Create table using subquery. Creating table using subquery. Okay, this is also some kind of subquery where suppose we have here customer table. And in here we want the same column, same values in another table. So what we will do, we will just create table, or we will use this query, and before this query we will write create table, maybe called first one as select star from customers. So we are creating table name using as, and then select star from customers. So this whole thing is going inside the cust one, and the table is got created. So table is created. Now let's see cust one. This is also a subquery. We got the same column, same values. Creating table cust2 as select cname. Okay, what we can do is, instead of creating table of same table and same columns of customer, here we can select particular columns from the customers which is going to be used in creating new tables. Suppose we are taking name and email. And we are creating table. Create table cust2, we are using as, and then again select name and email from customer. So this and this column is going to be used to create the cust2 table. Here we only got two columns in a new table called cust2. Create table cust3 as select CID from customer cust account. Okay, we can also use inner join thing right here. Suppose we want table from as well as from customers as well as accounts. So we want some columns from customer and some columns from accounts. So in this case, what we are going to do, we are simply going to do select, and we will choose the columns, suppose cname from here and balance from here. Cname, balance from customers. We can also write the references, or we can do direct customers and accounts where condition customers.cid is equal to accounts.mycid. Yes, my CID. So whatever records is going to match in CID of customer and my CID of accounts is going to get selected, and then we are going to insert this selected value in new table, create table plus 3. So this is how you are going to do that. So instead of going through this query, we can also use inner join. So at the place of comma, we are going to use inner join, and at the place of where, we are going to use on. So this is how it's going to work. Table got created. So only the CNAME and balance from the accounts and customers is extracted who have the matching CID and CNAME based on this condition. So here is the another example, but this one is little bit tricky. Like suppose if we are creating cust for new table, and we are using star for all. So select star from customer. So what this is going to do, this is going to copy every column and every data from customers. But if we want only the blank columns, for that we are going to write condition where 1 is equal to 2. So this is not going to be true in any situation. 1 is not going to be equal to 2. So this condition is wrong. So only the blank column is going to get created. No value is going to be inside the cust4, but the cust4 table is going to get created. Cust4 table is created, but no value came from customer table because we provided wrong condition where 1 is equal to 2. 1 is can't be equal to 2. But what if we provide 1 is equal to 1? It will work same as we don't provide the condition. All the data is going to get copied. Here we have all the data. So to copy every data, we can provide 1 is equal to 1, or even we can't provide. If we do not provide any condition, it is going to copy every data. If we provide wrong condition, 1 is equal to 2, then only the table is going to get created without the data. Only table column name will get copied. So these are the same examples. We are creating new table as select from customer, and select from customer where 1 is equal to 1, where we are providing wrong condition. So only column names are going to be get copied in this new table custody. Then again we have another practice lab. So let's do this practice lab. Use the table of practice lab 3. Answer the following question. Display account number and balance of customer whose phone number is 222. So let's first call those. Let's start from customers. We have these customer tables. Let's start from accounts, and table C or UNTS. Let's start from accounts, and then we have address, ADDRESS. What we want? We want to display account number and balance. So in account number and balance of customer whose phone number is 222. So we don't have the column of phone number right here. So what we are going to do, we are going to use that inner join type of query in where we are going to provide condition using where. This is the one way to do that, and the another way of doing this is here, but let's try the old way that we have already tried. So we want phone number. No, we want account number and balance of customer whose phone number is 222. We don't have 221 here, so we are going to call the person who have this phone number 999. So what we are going to do, we want to select account number and balance from accounts where we have mycid and cid is equal. So what we are going to do with the accounts, we also going to provide customers, and in where accounts dot mycid is equal to customers dot cid, and then again we are going to provide another condition using and phone is equal to 999. So using this part, we linked both account and customers. So account.mycid and customer.cid. So we linked both this column, and then we are providing another condition where phone is equal to 999. Select ACC account number. So we got the account number and balance of customer whose phone number is 999. But we also have the new way of doing this, that is sub query. So first we are going to select this customer who have phone number 999. Let maybe all from customers where phone is 999, and then we are going to pass this value which is coming from this query to the another query. So for doing that, we are going to write select account and balance, because this is what we want. Account number and balance from accounts table, and we are going to provide condition where CID is equal to, so here we are not going to call everything, we are going to call CID, and here my CID. Let's put this in bracket. So we got the value, the same value. What we did, we are calling CID from the customer where phone number is 999. We are calling CID of customer where phone number is 999, and then we are using that CID in this primary query, which is main query. So we are selecting account and balance from accounts where my CID, then here we have to provide this my CID 109, but by using this selector statement we are also getting the same CID who have 999 phone number. So the thing is same. If we provide the CID right here or we use this statement, so this is the substring, the value which is coming from here is the CID, select CID from customers, and this CID is going to get in this my CID. My CID is equal to this CID. So we will get the account balance. I think you get the idea. Let's go on another question. Display account and balance of customer where who are staying in Noida. So who are staying in Noida? We want again account and balance. We want account and balance from account. We want account and balance of customer who are staying in India. So this is in address table in Noida. This is in address table. So what we are going to do? We are going to first get the CID of customer who is staying in Noida. So select CID from address where city is Noida. So right now we are in Oracle, so it's case sensitive. So by using the lowercase Noida, only this part is going to come up. What we can do, we can add, or let's try on this, or else what we can do, we can use in operator. So we have to choose from the list. So first one is Noida and second one is Noida, like this. So maybe we can get return two values. So if we are getting the single value in return, we have to use equality operator. Here is the, when sub query return exactly one record, then you can use equality operator. So here we are using equality operator because only single CID is returning. But in this case, the lowercase Noida, the value of the whole value, the CID of the customer who is in Noida, this Noida, single case Noida is going to return back, and also the CID for the customers who are in this uppercase Noida is going to return back. Here is another Noida. Let's also add this one. So in this case, we have to use in operator because multiple values can be get returned. Multiple CID can get returned from here. So when multiple values are returning, we are going to use in operator. Let's go back to the practice lab. We are using in operator. And then we want account and balance. So let's give a space. Select account number and balance column from accounts where PID where CID in is the operator is getting used to provide the values that is coming from this subquery to the main query. We are using in because multiple CID can come. So here it's not CID, it's my CID. In case of accounts, it's my CID. So select account and balance from accounts where my CID. Maybe we have to bind select a statement in bracket. So yes, you always have to bind subquery in the bracket. Here we got our output. We can also do this same thing with the old way, where we have to do where we have to use the query something like this. We have to select account number balance from accounts and address where accounts.myCID is equal to address dot PID. We are also getting same result with this statement. Even in the place of this statement, what we can do, we can change it with the inner join. So in the case of where we can change this with on, and here in the case of comma we can change it with inner join. That will also work. Let me check. We are going to provide on right here, inner join. This is also working. What else we can do? We can write reference ACC ADD, and here we have to use that reference. Basically all these are the same thing, not ADDR, because add can mean different things in the case of coding. So all these codes are working. We can get the data from using subqueries, we can use this type of statements. Then we can replace this type of statements even with the join. So everything will work. Let's move on the next topic. Here are some examples that you can go along and consider it doing must, because database is all about syntaxes. The more syntax you will remember, the more you will become good at doing codes in database. So what are next? We have sequence.